topic is about the Perseid meteor shower. Perseid meteor shower. So you might have heard this because this is happening every year, but still I would like to remind you once again, because every year during the month of July, August, this happens. So what is this meteor shower all about? See, when our Earth revolves around the Sun in an elliptical orbit. Now what happens is, if a debris left behind by a comet, say when the Earth reaches at this particular region, and if there is a lot of small ice crystals and dust particles here, when the Earth moves through this, passes through that, then it is a dirty trail of rocks and ice pieces, and it may be floating around there, and it will enter into the atmosphere. When it enters into the atmosphere, it will burn off. It may be for a few seconds only, it will burn off. It can be up to 150 to 200. Meteors are those foreign bodies entering into the atmosphere to burn off into the atmosphere. So 150 to 200 pieces can enter into that per hour, can enter into the atmosphere during this time when the Earth reaches that space where maximum debris is there. So this has happened because of the movement, and this Perseid. So the Perseid is the name from because of this happens in a constellation called Perseids. Constellation called Perseids constellation. This is happening. That is why it is known as Perseid meteor showers. And how does it occur? Several meteor showers can be seen around the world, but this is the brightest and the maximum number of meteor showers we find here. Among the brightest and the best known is this Perseid meteor shower, and normally, as I said, between July and August every year, and it occurs because of a comet which came or which revolved around the Sun. Imagine, say something like this. Let me just remove it. So imagine a comet which revolved around the Sun, something like this. Say this comet called Swift Turtle. And it has Halley's comet, we have heard 86 years. So, once in 76 years. So, Halley's comet. Now, this Swift Turtle has a revolution time of 133 years. It comes once in every. The last time it visited in 1992. Before that, it visited in 1860s, early 1860 or 5960, something like that. So, when this this comet, when comes near the Sun, because of the temperature of the Sun, this ice particles and its tail will be created away from the Sun. A tail will be created away from the Sun, and the tail will be radially diverging away, or it is opposite to the face of the Sun. That is how the tail will be created for the comet. And during its previous visit, not the 1992 visit, when it visited even 1860s or even before that in 1700s, during that time, this tail of the comet came very close to the gravitational force of the Earth. So imagine this tail was when the Earth reached there, the tail is very close to Earth or Earth's gravitational force. So because of the gravitational force, the Earth attracted some of the components of this tail. So when the meteor proceeded further, this tail was left behind. A portion of the tail was left behind in that region. And that is hanging around there, that is just floating around there. So when Earth comes back to this region again every year, it has to pass through these particles, and these particles or these ice crystals and very small dust particles, they will enter into our Earth's atmosphere. When it enters into the Earth's atmosphere, it will burn off because of the friction with the air molecules. It will burn off, and it shows like it is a series of meteors coming through. That is called meteor shower. And since it is happening along the in this particular constellation, that is called this is called Perseid meteor shower. So it is happening in the constellation of Perseids. That is why it is called Perseid meteor shower. So it happens so this swift turtle, in fact, next visit of the swift turtle may be around 2126. And this is, and very interesting thing I would like to tell you is, I am again repeating this, whatever tail is left behind, that is left behind not during the 1992 visit, it was before the visit. And some scientists are even calculating and saying that there is a possibility that this swift turtle will again come very close to Earth in 2000 and 2126, and Earth may even attract it and it may crash land into Earth. There is a possibility of collision of this comet with Earth also. That is what some scientists are talking about, but that is far away, 2126, or more than 100 years there. So you need not worry, I need not worry, none of us will be there at that time, so there is no trouble about that. But still there is a possibility of collision, or this comet coming in collision with Earth is a possibility according to many scientists. So this is how, and now from India this Perseid meteor showers are not that visible because it is happening in July, August time, and this is the time of monsoon season, and also a lot of cloud cover, pollution. So in the cities we may not be able to watch it. In rural areas where there is clear sky, this may be more visible, and normally after midnight, before early morning, this is more visible. So less pollution and less cloud should be there, then only we can see. So that is the situation. And swift turtle, as I was mentioning, it will come only in 2126 again, and there is a possibility of it colliding with Earth also. So that is the situation as the Perseid meteor showers, and it is July, August time. That is because this Earth and the tail of the comet has come very close to the Earth, and because of the gravitational pull of the Earth, this tail, some of the portion of the tail was taken away or broken, and it is left behind in that region. And that is why when Earth enters that region again in the next year, in our annual cycle of our revolution around the sun, these particles enter into the atmosphere and it looks like meteors, and that is what is called Perseid meteor shower.